And it was only after 3 episodes, and I was telling someone about it, that they said, oh, you mean that science fiction thing? And it's a testament to the extraordinary power of Hitchhiker's Galaxy, which is about as sci-fi as you can get, that I hadn't noticed it was science fiction. Because all the things about science fiction that worry me, worry is a strange word to use, but that I dislike, all the things that appeal to the sort of bottle-end spectacles and scurf and long hair brigade. There's nothing wrong with scurf, my own scalp is far from perfect. But all the things that appeal to me, these sort of rather dreary arguments about, oh, well, apparently he broke the second rule of the Federation by entering the stained quadrant at the wrong time, and all this kind of drivel. Didn't seem to be there. It was absolutely on a human scale. A good example of Douglas at his most Woodhouseian is where he uses one of Woodhouse's favourite tricks, which is what's called the transferred epithet, or possibly called the pathetic fallacy, but some kind of literary trope of that kind, which is giving life to inanimate things. Woodhouse is very good on people lighting nonchalant cigarettes, in which they impart the cigarette with the nonchalance, which in fact the person has. That's transferring the epithet. Here, it's not quite the same thing. It's just giving life to the sun. The sun has ended a previous chapter, and it goes, the same sun later broke in through the upper windows of a house in North London and struck the peacefully sleeping figure of a man. The room in which he slept was large and bedraggled, and did not much benefit from the sudden intrusion of light. The sun crept slowly across the bedclothes, as if nervous of what it might find amongst them, slunk down the side of the bed, moved in a rather startled way across some objects it encountered on the floor, toyed nervously with a couple of motes of dust, lit briefly on a stuffed fruit bat hanging in the corner, and fled. A lot of it reflects Douglas's extraordinary, eclectic knowledge and fascinations. And he did become more excited about physics when writing Dirk, and the higher reaches of physics, I suppose. He managed to master more, I think, the reality of quantum mechanics and later developments of it in such a way that he could see them, he could give them a fictional guise.
He will not let a good idea lie as a serious idea. He has to twist it one more time and make it funny. If he finds anything interesting, he doesn't see why it can't be funny as well.
The idea of the fundamental interconnectedness of all things is not, of course, new. It's not new. It's not Max Planck and the quantum mechanicians who thought it up. It goes right back to the ancient Greeks, the holistic theory of how all things touch upon themselves and on everything else. And it is the absolute cardinal precept of comedy, is that all things are connected. And Douglas has always, I think, felt that, as anyone with a comic instinct does, really, that things touch other things. So a joke about a small thing tells you a lot about a big thing, and that a big thing turned into a small thing is just